Hello YouTube, this is Reverend Evan Sackett. Now, on some of my previous videos, I was appearing comical and maybe making fun of people who were suffering from unfortunate circumstances, saying some things that I shouldn't have. This video is very serious. Okay, now, any of you who pay any attention to the news, which I'm sure are probably few and far between, have probably noticed the coverage talking a lot about people going to Florida and getting prescriptions for pain medications and then returning to whatever state they came from and then selling them. The reason for this is because Florida apparently does not have any regulations on prescription laws. So people in Florida can basically go to a doctor and get pretty free reign on whatever kind of prescription they want. Now, here is the problem I have with this, and it's not what you might think. I'm not worried about, I'm not upset about people who are going to Florida and getting the medications and selling them or taking them or whatever. What I am worried about is the fact that the United States has been alerted of this, and Congress and the legislature and everyone is lumping everyone who goes to pain clinics together. These few motherfuckers who are going to these clinics and getting pain medications and then turning around and selling them are basically the representatives of everyone who goes to pain clinics. And this cannot be the case. I was watching Nancy Grace the other day, and this motherfucker was sitting there telling Nancy Grace, yeah, anybody can walk into just about any doctor anywhere and get basically whatever they want. Buddy, I don't know what fucking world you're living in, but it's not this one. This is Tennessee. I live in Tennessee. Anyone who has ever lived in Tennessee or knows anything about Tennessee knows that Tennessee is one of the most Bible belt-riddled, motherfucking moralistic pieces of shit states in the whole U.S. of A. The reason for this is because all of these fucking congressmen, councilmen, city councilmen, state representatives, members of the state governments, they despise pain medicines because they are afraid that people are going to get these pain medicines and turn around and sell them. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Government. The reason why people are selling pain medicines are because there are so many people out there who want to buy pain medicines because they can't get the pain medicine they need from doctors because of son of bitches like that in the first place. Okay, the next time there is a state legislature meeting on this issue, I am going to attend it. I'm going to bring a petition begging the state legislature, please do not lump us all together. Because there are people out there who desperately need their pain medications and they are unable to get them because this fucking state is lumping everybody together and assuming, oh, everybody's just getting these drugs to go sell them and go buy their crack with. That's all they're getting them for. They're just a bunch of worthless old drug addicts that need to be shot in the back of the head and drugged through a fucking candy and sent straight directly to hell. Well, you know what? Some people might actually need pain medicine because they are living in agony. My grandmother, for instance, she is suffering from severe arthritis. Her fingers are insurrected to the point of agonizing pain. Alright? Her legs are shriveled up, riddled with arthritis. Her spine is deteriorated to the point of no return. Her spinal discs are non-existent right now. She has no cushioning in her spinal cord. Alright? It's all just bone upon bone, and she stays in agonizing pain. And she gets a measly 2 Oxycontin 20s a day from her doctor because her doctor is terrified to write anything else. My grandmother stays in agonizing pain, along with many other family members, and probably about 1/3 of the state of Tennessee, and God knows how many other people are living in agony and not getting the medications they need because of motherfuckers who are doing this shit. And the state governments and the government of the U.S. are lumping everyone together. Stop it. There are people who need these medications, and there are people who take them as they should. They do not sell them. They do not abuse them. This is a very small percentage. And it seems like anybody who gets a doctor that's willing to help them, 2 weeks later they go in for their appointment, and there's papers scattered everywhere because the DEA has come in and raided the doctor, and the doctor says, I'm sorry, I can't write any more pain prescriptions. As a matter of fact, I'm losing my license because I wrote a few pain pills prescriptions. It's getting ridiculous, okay? And people go to methadone clinics, and there's a very small percentage of people who might get their take-home medications and try to sell them, okay? And just because of that small percentage, the state legislature is trying to make it to where people have to go every day. All right, in the state of Tennessee, there is 1 methadone clinic in Nashville, 2 methadone clinics in Knoxville, which have a waiting list of about 500 people each, and 1 in Chattanooga. That's it, okay? And you've got probably I would say at least in the 5-digit category number of people who go to methadone clinics. And they cannot afford to drive 300 miles to Chattanooga every single day just because one stupid motherfucker decided to start selling his medicine and ruin it for everybody. Okay? This has got to stop. People cannot get the medicines they need. I suffer from severe anxiety. I went to the doctor the other day. You know what he gave me? Some bullshit that not only did not help my anxiety, but made my heart race out of my chest, gave me agonizing headaches, made me feel like I was going to throw up, and did absolutely nothing to cure my anxiety. I told him I was suffering from anger, hoping that it would give me something to help me. You know what he gave me? An antipsychotic that literally turned my muscles into cement. I could not move. And I could not believe that I was not given the proper medications that I needed, because doctors are terrified to write anything that will actually help you. Because apparently in America, we are supposed to be in misery all the time. Anytime we find a medicine that helps us, we're not supposed to take it. It might be addicting. It's horrible to want to feel good, you know. We are just supposed to be in misery all the time. We're supposed to be sick and feel like shit all the time. We might get addicted. Well, you know what my response is? We feel like shit anyway. We're miserable anyway. So what's the point? We might as well take something that's going to help us as long as we can get it, and we don't have motherfuckers like you trying to take it away from us. Then we wouldn't have a problem now, would we? We are sick of this, and we are putting a stop to it. The United States has gotten too far into our rights. It has gotten too far into the decisions that we make. We have the right to make the decisions that we make and choose the way we want to live. We are sick and tired. It's getting ridiculous. You can't even walk down the street without being harassed by a fucking police officer. And this is it. We are sick of it. And we are standing up as citizens, and you better fucking believe it. We are going to stand up as activists. We are no longer going to tolerate this bullshit. I don't care if I have to march down those streets myself. We are over all of this. It ends right now. You have taken all the rights you are going to take from us. This is it. We have to have some reason to live. Why do you think suicide rates are out the window? Because people are getting their lives ruined. Because they made one simple little mistake, and they get a felony charge that they're never ever going to get rid of, and it ruins their life, and they commit suicide because they know their life is fucked forever. You are fucking people's lives up, and you are going to stop. I swear to God you are. Mr. United States government, I give you my word by death of my fucking soul. We are going to end this. We are going to reclaim our rights, and we are going to put a stop to the United States government lumping people together. There are people who need these pain medications, people who need anti-anxiety medications. They do not need this bullshit morale poured upon them. This is a small percentage of people. Prosecute the motherfuckers selling the shit. Prosecute them to the full extent of the law. But do not endanger other people who need these medications. They had to go through hell to get them, and finally when they get a doctor that helps them, all of a sudden that doctor is threatened by the DEA, and they release the patient, and there the patient is, addicted to pain medication with no way to get it. And what do you think they end up doing? They end up going to the street. If only we thought like Europe. In Europe, if people are addicted to drugs, they get a small percentage of the drug to use personally. And the result of this is there is no black market in drugs. But I mean, it is just beyond the ability of the United States government to let people use the drugs they want to use, and the drugs they're going to use anyway. I mean, it's just beyond their ability to let people enjoy their lives and maybe take something that will help them enjoy their lives, because we're supposed to live in misery all the time, and you guys want to throw fucking Bibles at us and tell us this is all you need to help yourself. In the Bible, well, anyway, we put a stop to it. It ends now.